stays clean. That's the mission.
Lordy. So, Modern Warfare is rebooting. I wasn't actually planning on doing any sort of video content or coming back to the channel until just after E3 really. But this, of all fucking games to bring me straight back in, Call of Duty of all people, this reboot, I'm into it. Now I just want to preface the whole story of how I found out about this game, as it was yesterday. I was driving home from work and I was listening to Kotaku's Split Screen podcast where Jason Schreier was actually talking about this, and everything that we've heard up until the trailer coming out was that they're rebooting it, and everyone sort of rolled their eyes like, here we go again, Call of Duty isn't doing anything new. So they've completely run out of ideas, that they're having to reboot their biggest spin-off franchise with their Modern Warfare series. But I was listening to Split Screen yesterday, and then when Jason Schreier was going in and he was saying, no, this one's different, it's quite dark, it's more realistic, it's very much grounded, and the developers have sort of realised that. I never played Modern Warfare 3, but you had nukes going off, there was a massive, apparently like America got invaded, France was under siege or something, I don't know, but they couldn't go anywhere else after that, so they thought, why not reboot, have a lot more of a grounded approach, set the universe in a lot more realistic tone, I guess. And so now we have Modern Warfare, and the trailers come out, and it looks fucking great. It looks so fucking good. If you've not watched the trailer, then go do that first. I'm just going to run through little bits here. I have no idea how much I want to say about this game. All I know is I want to talk about this game. So the trailer sort of opens up. I think his name's Price. I dropped off the Call of Duty games around Modern Warfare 2. I played Black Ops 1 and 2, but only for the multiplayer really. And then nothing until World War II, because they just don't appeal to me anymore. And even World War II, as much as I enjoyed the story, I was sort of done with it in a few weeks. So this one to pull me in straight away. So yeah, we've got Price. I'm not really too fussed about him. Like that's not a big thing for me. But here we go. So this is what Jason Schreier was talking about. And also I have to point out Jake Baldino of GameRanks fame. From what I understand, both of them got to go and play it a few weeks ago. They've got to see some of the game, and Jake Baldino has actually, you should go watch his video. His video is much better than mine. I'm just talking about it, but he actually knows shit. He's basically saying how the trailer doesn't actually show what the game is like. It doesn't do justice for how sort of dark and tactical they're going, and just how much more realistic it is. So here we have it's sort of like a siege, I guess, of a house. To which Schreier and Baldino have both said it's sort of like the Zero Dark 30. Again, I've not seen that film, but it's sort of like the end scene in that where they go and get Bin Laden, I think. I'm not actually sure if Schreier said that, but like I say, I just want to talk about this. This is fucking exciting. Now, I do just want to stop here, as it's been said that the developers have lifted the story for the game from real life headlines, which is going to take us straight back to classic 2007 and 2000, whenever the first Modern Warfare 2 came out, with all of their controversy, especially regarding Modern Warfare 2 with the no Russian. A lot of people are saying this is no Russian the full game. A lot of civilian deaths are going to be in this. You're fighting in civilian heavy zones. As we can see here, we're actually in London. And I think Baldino said it's sort of, there was like a bomb, a bomb went off, and you're the team that has to go in and find where the attack happened, or you find out where the attackers have gone to. And he describes it as it's sort of like a siege on a building, but you have to work your way through the streets of London and stuff. Now, obviously I'm British, so having a game or a level which is set during a realistic terrorist attack in London, I don't live in London, but I'm fairly close to it. That's sort of, it's a bit on the nose. We had a terrorist attack in 2017 from the Westminster Bridge, and obviously this scenario, as it's described as being a bomb going off back in 2005 when there was a bombing on the tubes and on several London buses. It seems a bit like, holy fucking shit, this is going to cause a lot of controversy. I'm not going to dive into that because I think that's its own fucking beehive. That's its own mess for a later time. That's its own mess for a later time. But it really brings out the fact that they are taking the story from real life scenarios. Now I'm sure they're not actually remaking the terrorist attacks that happened in real life, but you can see where I'm going. It's sort of weird. Let's move on. Here again, this is meant to be an Afghan level. Again, you hear there that the weapons are in the wild, so obviously some sort of military parcel, military arms or whatever have been taken by a terrorist group and are now everywhere. So easy stories here. Again, here we've got all of these civilians, and that's the main impression I'm getting here. Is that it's very civilian heavy. It's very dark. It's something which I don't want to be like, oh yeah, it's so realistic. Real people are dying. They're really trying to go for that glorifying terrorism, but it's just odd to see. Again, like I say, there's going to be so many articles. I just want to talk about this one. I think this is going to be the bit where most of the articles are written about. So we've got all of the real life terrorist attacks which have sort of inspired the game, and they're not trying to glorify it from what I can tell, but it's just sort of putting across that really gritty, almost scary warfare and putting it into a game which I'm really sort of eager for. It's interesting in a really morbid sort of way. That is where my interest has been piqued, but then this trailer's really sold me on it. But this here, now apparently you play as this boy. I think this is set in Afghan as well. I think there's another brother. You play as this boy and he has a brother, and you have to escape a town which is being attacked by a military or a terrorist group. And it's full stuff. So I'm assuming, if I can relate this to a previous level, sort of like All Gillied Up, except this time you're a child and completely defenseless, and you've got men like I don't know, that this to me, like, men that have killed your family, apparently that's the story to it. You've seen your family die, so you have to escape this town while it's being attacked, or while the military is passing through looking for the terrorists, you're sort of in the crossfire. And it's just, what? Absolutely crazy ideas. And I just fucking love it. I love it in this really weird, morbid sense that I would not have expected from Call of Duty. Again, I don't think it's glorifying terrorism or anything like that. However, it's interesting. I don't think we've seen a game do this properly, ever. And that to me is why, at the moment, I'm picking this up day one. As we can see, it comes out on October 25th. They have also said it's full crossplay from PC and consoles from the off, which, all right. And also free map packs, no season pass. Now I understand that can be taken very cynically, and we'll be like, yeah, well, they'll find something else. It'll be heavily monetized in another way. And yeah, it probably will be. However, and granted, it might just be because I've not really spent too much time thinking about this game and its sort of longevity. I'm still very caught up in the, here's what it is. Oh my God, they've actually shown the trailer. This is my raw sort of initial reaction. It's just excitement. I'm sold completely. The fact that they've come out and said full crossplay and no season pass and whatnot, free updates, seems to be like they're definitely on the right track. I definitely think Call of Duty has been on a down. It's not been the behemoth that it once was. This is the 15th game, I think, in a row annually. They've not missed a year for 15 years, which is, I mean, you almost have to applaud them for that. That is crazy, even though that the quality of the game, most people would argue, it's either stagnated or has been on a slight decline, but it's not what it was. So this definitely seems to be like they're innovating and coming out with free map updates, free updates, no season passes, and crossplay. They're hitting all the right nails on the right head. So I don't know. Like I say, this is just my raw initial reaction. Go look at journalists who have actually gone and played this because they've got much better information. This is just more of a raw reaction, just because I'm fucking excited about a Call of Duty game. But I'm sure as this is the internet, you guys are going to tell me that I'm being too optimistic and that they're definitely going to monetize it. Call of Duty will do something to piss us all off. But at the moment, I'm into it. I'm excited for it. But definitely let me know if I'm being an idiot. Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this video, then perhaps give it a like. If you want to check out other videos on this channel, some are like this, some are not, then, you know, if you like it, subscribe. But who knows? But definitely tell me what you think of this, because I don't know. I'm fully throwing myself into the Call of Duty sphere at the moment. I'm very excited for it, and I'm just trying to think. Is there another game coming out later this year which I'm sort of excited? There's the Marvel game. I've completely forgotten what it's called, but the Marvel game which is coming out on Switch in July. I'm excited for that, and then after that, I don't think there's fucking anything. So October, I'm in. I'm excited for it. But crazy. How am I excited about a Call of Duty game at this time? Mad.